Now, I'm not softening my stance on Raja Bell Jackson, but I've now had clarity on this whole entire fiasco involving Psycho Stu versus Raja Bell Jackson. There's a guy by the name of Tom Lawler. He's an ex-mixed martial arts guy. He thinks Raja Bell Jackson will not be arrested. Now, I thought that was clickbait, but now that I've watched it, he was dead ass serious. He thinks Raja Bell Jackson will not be arrested because he's saying, why are they taking so long to arrest this man? I'm starting to wake up now. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Why hasn't this man been arrested? Here's what I think. I blame the world of fake pro wrestling. That's why this man has not been arrested. Yeah, I said it. I blame the world of fake pro wrestling. That's why this man has not been arrested. I blame you indie dumbasses. I blame you corny indie macho fake pro wrestlers. It's your fault. Every indie fake pro wrestler that's watching this video, I blame you. You are the reason why this man has not been arrested. All you hardcore fake pro wrestlers, I blame you. You are the reason why this man has not been arrested. How about you look in the mirror, right? Okay, here's what I mean. Go back and watch Rampage Jackson with Sneako. He watched the video, right? But afterwards he said, maybe it's hardcore fake pro wrestling. Rampage Jackson, he thought his son was in a hardcore fake pro wrestling angle. Why was that his first thought? That's strange. He thought Raja Bell Jackson was in a hardcore fake pro wrestling match. So what if the cops views this situation like it's hardcore fake pro wrestling? Maybe the cops think, you know what? Maybe Psycho Stu asked for this. This is fake pro wrestling. This is not the first incident of a very violent angle. Listen, if California has video evidence of a crime, they don't take over 2 weeks to arrest a guy, especially if it's a crime that went viral. What about Cain Velasquez? They arrested Cain Velasquez on the same day he shot that dude. What about Tory Lanez? They arrested Tory Lanez on the same day he shot Megan Thee Stallion. So why is it taking so long for them to arrest Raja Bell Jackson? Raja Bell Jackson has been living his life since he beat up Psycho Stu. I mean, he's probably been smashing bitches, playing video games. This man has been living his life since this incident. And the part that really pisses me off is the fact that Psycho Stu has left the hospital before Raja Bell Jackson has been arrested. That is wrong. That, oh my God, that is sloppy police work. You allowed the victim to leave the hospital, to be released from the hospital before his attacker has been arrested. It's like, bro, he's not on the run, right? He's not on the run. He is still in California living his life. What the hell is this? That should never happen. This man almost died, right? And he has left the hospital before an arrest has been made. Yeah, now I see what Tom Lawler is talking about. Maybe this man won't be arrested. But who do you blame? Like I said, I blame fake pro wrestling. The more you do stupid, crazy ass stunts, the police will not take you seriously. The police will not take your company, the sport in general, seriously, right? Because when you see guys like Darby Allin doing crazy ass shit, crazy ass stunts, the police, they say, well, what's the difference? between Raja Bell Jackson and New Jack. Bingo! Bingo! That's what they say. That's what they are saying. What's the difference between Nick Gage and Raja Bell Jackson? Ooh, you are not ready to have that conversation. What is the difference between a death match compared to what Raja Bell Jackson did, man? That's why the police are having trouble separating reality from fake pro wrestling. They say to themselves, well, we've seen hardcore fake pro wrestling matches these past 20-something years. We've seen guys almost have near-death experiences in these death matches. What the fuck is the goddamn difference? That's what they are saying. They see guys like a Dean Ambrose taking a fucking suplex on a bed of spikes. Right? Stiff ass spikes. So are they comparing that to Raja Bell Jackson? Like I said, Rampage Jackson, his father, he thought that was hardcore fake pro wrestling. That's not good. So in reality, are the cops not taking this case seriously? Are they laughing at fake pro wrestling? That's my question. Are they laughing at fake pro wrestling? Are they not taking this case seriously because they think this sport is a goddamn joke? That's what I think. They think, what's the difference between hardcore fake pro wrestling and what Raja Bell Jackson did? What's more punishing? A bat with spikes on it, a bat with barbed wire on your face, is that more painful than Raja Bell Jackson punching Psycho Stu over 20-something times? You see all you stupid indie fake pro wrestlers, when you go too far to emulate hardcore real shit, when things go too far, the cops won't take you seriously if somebody dies in the ring, right? They think that Raja Bell Jackson, honestly, most likely, they think that was hardcore fake pro wrestling. Whose fault is that? Why hasn't this man been arrested? I blame you. Now, should Raja Bell Jackson be arrested? Of course, hell yeah, he should. But will he be arrested? That's a great question. Let's say he doesn't get arrested. Man, that will be a big slap in the face to the business of fake pro wrestling, because that means the cops don't take this business seriously. They think, well, maybe this was a hardcore fake pro wrestling angle. They did tell him, hey, go in there and punch him for real. You see, this is what happens when you blur the lines in hardcore fake pro wrestling. This is what happens. You see guys like a Nick Gage, Darby Allin, fucking Dean Ambrose, Joey Janela, pushing the boundaries on hardcore fake pro wrestling, trying to make it look real. You see, I blame the thought, the sport of hardcore fake pro wrestling on why Raja Bell Jackson has not been arrested. Bro, it's almost going on 2 weeks? Wow, I did not expect this. Maybe they won't arrest this man. 2 weeks? That's a long time for a beatdown that the whole world stopped. The whole world stopped to talk about this shit. I'm like, wow, the crazy part is he left the building, right? He left the building, and the weird part is there was no warrant out for his arrest. The moment he left the building, you see Psycho Stu, he was dead, really. He was dead. And there was no warrant out for his arrest. You just allowed this man to leave the building. I'm talking about the cops. You see, like I said, when you blur the lines on making things look real, the cops will think, maybe this was a work. Maybe. The cops, I truly believe they think this was a work or it was not that big of a deal. It is fake pro wrestling. Guys like Ambrose, stupid ass Dean Ambrose, guys like that are taking body bumps on a bed of spikes. So, you see, when you do crazy, real shit like that, guys like Psycho Stu, they pay for it. Okay, here's what the cops think. They think, well, we've seen worse in hardcore fake pro wrestling matches. So, by their logic, can they arrest the average hardcore fake pro wrestler in these matches? You see, man, y'all fucked up, man. The sport of fake pro wrestling, yeah, man, y'all messed up because the cops don't take this thing seriously. They feel like, well, can't we arrest the average wrestler in a hardcore wrestling match by this same metric? We've seen guys go through worse. That's what they are saying in this case. You see, look at New Jack. New Jack tried to kill Vic Grimes. He said it. He almost killed that fat kid. Remember, Mass Transit. Look at Nick Gage. This is what the cops are looking at. Guys like that are allowed to wrestle in fake pro wrestling, cause violence. Just like Raja Bell Jackson. That's why this man has not been arrested. I blame guys like Mick Foley, hardcore fake pro wrestlers who push the boundaries to make shit look too real. Also, if you don't believe me, alright, cool. Let's run that fade, dog. I will beat your ass. And I'm done.